Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for taking your time to clicking on this video. So yes, today I will be doing my sister's makeup for the very first time ever. So we're gonna get started, but please do not forget to like this video, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. So let's get right into it. Now to prep her face, I will be using the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray. And under the eyes, I'll be using the C Brighter Eye Treatment by Tarte. Now moving on to brows, I'll be using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the color 4. So this is the first time I'll be using this, so I'm hoping I'm going to love it as much as I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So what I like to do first is to outline her natural eyebrow shape, and then I'll just fill in wherever I see sparse areas. And Mary's been sick for like ever now, so she's doing a lot of coughing. So right there, you guys just saw me slap her forehead to make her stay still. And I'm going to be doing the same process I did with that brow on the other. So I just kind of speed forward it really fast. So to clean up the eyebrows, I'm going to be using my concealer from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the color 1.0. Now, I know I'm using a whole lot of concealer to clean this up, but no worries, I'll go back and clean it up with a brush or a beauty blender. This product is just so good that a little goes a long way, so you don't need a lot of it. Now, to set those eyebrows, I'll be using my MAC Brow Duo, and this is in the color Brunette. And what this is going to do is going to keep the product that we just applied with that brow pencil in place, because Mary tends to get a bit oily and we don't want her eyebrows to be sweating or moving around. Now, using that same concealer I used to clean up her eyebrows, I'll be using that to prime her eyelids, and I'll be buffing that out with the sponge. Now, getting this palette from Kat Von D, the Shade and Light palette, I'll be using this banana color to set that concealer, that way it doesn't crease, and also it's going to help us to blend all those colors that we're about to put on her eyelids. Now, using my Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I will be using this color right here called Burnt Orange as a transition shade. Now, these colors are so pigmented that what I like to do is I'll worry about putting the product where I want to put it, and then I'll go back with a clean brush or the same brush and I'll blend everything out. So Mary has no mirrors in front of her, so she has no clue what I'm doing to her face right now. I'm just hoping she's gonna love it, because she is so picky when it comes to how people do her makeup. And guys, for some reason this eye was a little bit harder to blend, at least this part was. By going on with the next color, I'm going to be using Real Gar and applying that on both corners, outer corner, inner corner of her eyes, because we're going to be creating kind of a halo look. So right now I'm just applying it on the outer corners of her eyes, and then I'll go back and worry about the inner corners. And again, guys, these colors are so pigmented, so I really took my time with this, even though you guys can see that I'm doing it so fast and easy. It actually did take me some time to blend everything through. That way we don't have any harsh lines or anything like that. Moving on to the next color, I will be using a Red Orange, And I'm basically going to be doing the same process I did earlier, applying that color on the same areas and just basically darkening up that eye. Now I'm trying to be careful with the product because I don't want to cover up the color that I put previously. I still want it to pick through, so I'm being very careful with it. Now because I want that halo to look a bit sharp, I'm going to be kind of cutting her crease with the concealer that I use for her eyebrows. And this part for me is a bit easy. All you really have to do is place that concealer where you see the cleaner area of her eye. And it's basically the area that we did not apply any eyeshadow on. But the only thing is at the very top where her eye crease is, I will be cutting her crease. But I'm not cutting the crease all the way, just kind of halfway. And then I'll bring down the concealer and kind of making it look a bit, if you guys can see here, I don't really know how to explain it, but the part I'm worried about most is the top. Now I'm picking up Primavera from the palette and I'm going to be applying that on the area where I put the concealer to set it. Now this color is a shimmer opposed to the rest of the colors that we used, which were matte. It's definitely going to give her a pop. Now I'm going back with that color Red Orz and a small detailed brush, and I'm basically going back to just kind of intensify the color just in case we did lose some color. And also I'll be trying to blend out the colors, that way it doesn't look so harsh. And I put some falsies off camera, and now I'm moving on to the face. I'm priming her face with the NARS primer, and this is perfect for her skin because it favors oily skin, and it's also gonna close up her pores. Now correcting her face with this Pro Concealer by LA Girl, I'm just going to be taking care of that discoloration, dark spots, or any circles that she might have. And I'm just picking up my Real Technique sponge to blend everything out. Now I'm picking up this green color from this correcting palette to get rid of some of the redness and pinkiness she has on her face. Now again, I'm going to buff everything out with my sponge, but still I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to remove the product that I just applied. Now moving on to foundation, I will be using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in the color Medium Sand. And I'm just putting some drops on her face. I almost got it on her shirt, but I got it on. Now to highlight her face, I'll be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Neutral. So our camera did die, so I did contour her face off camera just in case you guys see a bit of darkness on her face. I did contour it off camera. So I've noticed that I probably did put a lot of concealer, and you only need a little bit of this to get somewhere. You don't need a lot, but that's okay. So next up, I'm going to be making with the usual Laura Mercier translucent powder on the areas that I highlighted. So while we let that bake, I'm going to be setting her foundation with my Mineralizing Skin Finish Powder Foundation by MAC in the color Medium Golden. Now this is really going to seal the deal. It's going to help her foundation stay on longer and help with that oiliness. Now to contour her face, I'm using my NARS sculpting brush and going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'll be sculpting her face and making her cheekbones look a little bit more narrow. And I just really want to darken up that contour line to make it look really defined and settle. Now I'm just going to be dusting off that translucent powder because we don't want it to bake too long. I don't want her to look extra white. Now I'm getting my NYX blush in the color Sugar Mama. I'm going to be applying that on her cheeks to make her cheeks have a little bit more color to it. Now to highlight the face, I'll go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the color Sunburst. I'm first picking up a details brush and highlighting under her eyebrow, basically on her brow bone, also in the inner corners of her eyes to brighten up the look. I'm grabbing a fan brush from Morphe. I'm going to be highlighting the rest of her face. Going back to the eyes, I'm going to pick up Burnt Orange again and applying it under her waterline. Picking up Red Orange again, I'm going to be applying that color a bit more on top of where I applied the previous color because I still want Burnt Orange to peek out. And lastly, I'm grabbing Cyrus Upper and applying that color under her waterline again with an even smaller detailed brush because I just want to kind of create a line under her eyes to just kind of make her eyes more bold and pop out and look a bit more different. Now moving on to lips, guys, I'm going to be using my Jeffree Star Velour lipstick in the color Daddy from the Manny MUA and Jeffree Star collab. Now last but definitely not least, I'll be setting everything with my Urban Decay setting spray. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.